Yo! Happy Saturday! Hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited to get into it. I'm going to spend my Saturday night with you guys for 1 hour. All right? So I'm here to help you guys out with your music. Going to give you feedback on arrangement, mixing, mastering, songwriting, production, all that good stuff. I typically focus the show on market viability because I'm in the music industry. That's what I care about. I care about making industry out of the music and helping you guys reach your fan base, right? Build a fan base, sell your music, sell your services, whatever you're trying to do. But that's what I'm here for. I'm going to give you guys my full attention for 1 hour here. So all I ask is that you guys give me the same, right? And if you like the show, share it, like it, comment, show love. There's a thumbs up thing right here on the live chat. Just throw some thumbs up. All right. This is for you guys. This is so you guys can network. You guys should all follow each other. When you hear a song you like, you know, reach out to that person. Be like, yo, what's your IG? A lot of people have connected through this, and that's what I'm really proud of. I'm proud that you guys get in here, you get your music heard, and the channel's growing day by day. So the music stays up, and I don't monetize this at all. I can't because most of your guys' music is already distributed. So it's just a good way for you guys to get heard. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Who we got in the house? Kevin Whitaker. What's up, my guy? I love you too, man. Absolutely. All right, Kevin McClure. We got 2 Kevins in a row. Yo, I'm glad you made it too, bro. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I love doing these. You get to hear some dog shit music, and you get to hear some like really dope shit that you would have never heard. So I'm excited to listen to everybody's stuff tonight. Yo, what's up, Petey? What's up, bro? Jay Indica, my guy. Piercy Blue. All right. See, we got some heavy hitters in here. All right, cool. So let's get into the music, right? Because I don't like to waste people's time. I actually hate wasting people's time. So I got quite a few submissions tonight. If you are part of the channel, you join the channel for $5 a month, you can cut the line. So just let me know if you're part of the Radium Roundtable here on YouTube. And I'm more than happy to boop, 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 you know, scoot you up the line and get you listened to. All right. I'm getting into the upload folder. Yo, Creative Collective. What's up? Jacob. What's up? ST Beats Music Official. All right. That's what's up. Okay. So we got some cool, like, first timers. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys coming through. I know you could be doing anything, right? It's like Saturday night, March 12th. But you're here right now rocking with us, which is dope. I love that. And, you know, same for me. You guys, I could be doing other shit, but I really do enjoy this stuff. So I want to jump in. All right. So let's see. I got to look at this from date. I'm just going to start hitting these. I'm not even going to like do this in any order tonight. I'm just going to go at it. Okay. So you guys don't get mad at me if you don't make it through or you get skipped or something like that. You know what I mean? Don't be mad. Don't hate me. Hate the game, baby. All right, I'm going to go Anthony Todd, Vogue V5. Let's get into it.
So silly. But let's see, I got down, she went Vogue with it. Girl, you took my heart, I hope you roll with it. Girl, you took my heart, I hope you roll with it. Feelings getting deeper now, I'm swerving through these songs. Don't wanna end up alone, no. Moving to a new dimension, I've been shifting my positions, trying to open up these doors to your soul. I heard you gotta let go to grow, but I don't wanna let you go, let you go, let you go. You like family to me and I keep my family close. Hope I live to 100 and keep my legacy going. For the generations to come, keep the blessings on flowing. Yeah, we move like the mind, the way we revitalize. Help your ass see the signs, greatness that's deep inside. The roots to the tree of life, the roots to the truest, purest version of you. The interconnectedness and greatness of the virtuous you. But let's see, I got down, she went Vogue with it. Girl, you took my heart, I hope you roll with it. Girl, you took my heart, I hope you grow with it. Feelings getting deeper now, I'm swerving through these songs. Don't wanna end up alone, no. Moving to a new dimension, I've been shifting my positions, trying to open up these doors to your soul. I heard you gotta let go to grow, but I don't wanna let you go, let you go, let you go. You like family to me and I keep my family close. Hope I live to 100 and keep my legacy gone. For the generations to come, keep the blessings on flowing. Yeah, we move like the mob, the way we revitalize. Help your ass see the signs, the greatness that's deep inside. The roots to this tree of life, the roots to the truest, purest version of you. The interconnectedness and greatness of the virtuous you. But let's see, I got down, she went Vogue with it. Girl, you took my heart out.
All right, yo, I feel like by this time, like when I'm coming back to the chorus, I feel like I've heard the song already. Like, I don't really need to hear much more. It's a vibe, it's chill, it's cool. I'm like, you know, really smooth. Like, I like the smooth feel to it. I think there's a lot of problems like in the low end. That low end, maybe it's like a filtered sample or something you're using for the bass. I don't think it's really like coming through right. It sounds really chunky and weird in the low end. And then the vocal sounds really, really thin, like you thinned out the vocal too much. And it's really lip smacky, like, yeah, and I don't know, like for something really smooth to hear like really pronounced like mouth clicks, it's awkward to me. It's awkward to the ears. I like to hear a little more punch out of the drums. I like how warm it is, but I think you still got shaping to do on it. The chorus needs some layers. Like, it's just way too bare here. Like, when this chorus comes in, like one thin vocal just doesn't seem right for me.
Down, she went Vogue with it. It's up the virtuous you. But let's see, I got down, she went Vogue with it.
You know, like that's a part where like that feels like it needs to open up. It needs to have like layers. Double the vocals, maybe have a harmony in there. Maybe a new instrument comes in, a keyboard, some string sounds, analog string sounds, whatever. Something to kind of make that chorus pop a little bit more, and also to define the arrangement, right? Because I feel like it's just like very linear, and the mix doesn't sound very good to me, you know. But I told you what I think is wrong with the mix, and hopefully you can fix that. Yeah, add some harmonies. Absolutely. I agree, Richard. Yo, I want to shout out my guy, Timothy McGreary. I really appreciate the super chat. You're the man. Hey, and it's good to see you, dude. You see how I did a Saturday review for you? See what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit you guys on Saturday. You know, usually I do Wednesdays. I'm like, yeah, screw that. I'm going to get a Saturday in so people can show up that don't usually get to show up. All right? Yeah, a little off timing. There's some timing issues. It sounds like a demo right now, right? Okay, so take it to the next step, Anthony. You know, let's hit it. Like, spend some time on that. You know, go deep. Get some professional help if you need to. That's the vibe. All right, let's get into it. Next one up, we got. Did you send me something, Piercy Blue? Because Piercy Blue is part of the channel. I want to make sure I hit you guys that are part of the channel. Yo, Jacob, what's up? Appreciate that, bro. You guys don't know, $10 goes a long way, bro. Like, when I'm doing these reviews, it makes me able to do more reviews, help you guys out more when I could, you know, pay for my time and my studio and all these resources that I'm giving you guys right now. Okay, so send me that shit, Piercy. In the meantime, we're going to move on to Jacob. Jacob, did you upload something? Kolbinski? Yes, you did. Until We're Broken. Let's get into it. Okay. Good track, man. Good work. Good work. I think it's really cool, man. Like it has kind of a post-hardcore kind of feel to it. Like almost like a softer Dance Gavin Dance, Omarosa kind of vibe. I don't know if you know any of those bands, but it's really cool. It's dope. I think it has a lot of potential. This sound does right now in music. Yeah, it's just like it's opening up. I think like Machine Gun Kelly and all these guys like doing this kind of pop punk sound is going to open up sounds of, you know, the past, like with the Get Up Kids and sort of like this emo rock, emo punk, pop punk kind of thing. It's totally making a comeback like hard. And if you guys are you know, at all in tune with music and you're really in the industry, like really trying to keep your pulse on the industry, you got to really stay like your ear to the records, to what's going on, not just you know, on Spotify, not just on you know, whatever is getting pushed to you on Apple Music or whatever else. It's really what it is. It's like seeing what's happening in social media, seeing what's happening on TikTok, sounds and people and the niches that are happening. And if you're paying attention to that stuff, you realize like there's so much room for so many different styles of music right now. Like that's just facts. Like you don't need to make pop music. You don't have to make trap music. You don't have to make R&B. You don't have to make trap soul music. You know, you don't have to chase the Weeknd sound. Like everybody's doing different shit. And if you keep your ear to this stuff, you got to understand like this is the shit that's happening right now. And I'm going to sort of, you know, connect these dots here in a second. But Jacob, what I wanted to say about that is that you have to really take the sound that was released in 2010, 2015, 2018, etc., and you got to really like refresh it. You can't do the same exact thing. You can't copy those bands. You can't mimic those bands. You have to make that sound your own sound. So it's really, really important that you start to think about like what's the next step for that sound, right? So for me, the feedback I would give you on this is do something with the music, whether that's the mix, like modernize the mix a little bit more, modernize the vocal stacks a little bit more, modernize the guitar tones, you know, layer in other stuff that you can't tell is maybe a synth or, you know, whatever else. But yeah, you got to kind of like take this and modernize this approach because this sounds like a band. It sounds like a 4-piece band, you know, 2 guitars, bass guitar, drums, singer, you know. I'd like to hear this more modernized, you know, because I feel like I've heard this style so many times. I mean, I grew up on skate rock. I grew up on all this shit. And, you know, these records have been made before. And that's not to say that it's not great. Like, you're doing a great job. If I was to give you some stuff that you could use as feedback, I would say that overall, the drums don't have enough, like, impact for me. Meaning like they're not punching through, like things aren't jumping through the speakers. I think it's really a mix master thing. Like you're like 75% there, you know what I'm saying? But you got to take the sheet off everything. It's got to get a little bit more punchy and in your face clarity, wider, deeper. It's got to just like really deliver that melody better because that melody is what it is, right? The you know, like that's your melody there, but there's not a whole lot supporting it. There's just like power chords behind it. And I think that needs more support. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, this melody here. You know what I'm saying? Like overall, I want that to be really clear. Like someday we will. Like that's got to be like delivered. Like you gotta get that. That's got to be an earworm for people. So yeah, man, great track. Good work. I like it. I'm going to say what's up and show some appreciation here for Jay Indica. I appreciate the super chat, dude. That's huge, man. $15. Man, YouTube, if they didn't take half of that shit, I'd... No, seriously, it means a lot. I appreciate it. And then also Twizzle, I think it's Twizzle. Para character lifting some weights saying keep it up. It's like describing the sticker to me. It's so lame. It's pretty funny though. I appreciate you guys, seriously. And if you like the music, like throw some thumbs up, show some love, share this, share the live, post it to your Facebook right now. Take a little, story on your Instagram. Be like, yo, join this live right now. Appreciate you guys. Yo, Seed Squatch is in the house. Skate Rock was the shit, man. I miss Skate Rock. Face to face, no effects. Man, I grew up on that shit. That shit was like everything. All right, I'm going to get to Piercy Blue because he's part of the round table. I want to make sure that I hit his shit. Yo, Piercy, did you send it to my Bradley at email? If not, I'm just going to move on and get to the next person, but just want to make sure because I might have it like in my trash or something. Yeah, Skate Rock, I think, is going to make a big comeback, just because it's digestible. It's like a digestible form of punk rock. I don't see it here, Piercy. Maybe resend it, or yeah, I just see Dropbox uploads. I don't see any Piercy Blue. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna move on. Then we're gonna move into. All right, let's go into cash influenced. we got a full we got email, we got our website on here. Let's go.
They change up, can't make this up. You still be sleeping, not no more, not no more. I came up from down below. I put gas in all my cones. I won't take a L no more. Keep it on. I know they won't. They say they do, I know they don't. It's just funny how they change up, can't make this up. You still be sleeping, not no more. What are you doing? Question when I wake up. Road to success been low as fuck. About time a big pace up. Been having no drive. Transmission stuck like being broke. Ain't enough. All I can say is I've been slacking, can't blame it all on bad luck. Maybe I'm not good as I think. Thoughts to myself, is it all in my head? It's like I lose friends every week. Damn, it was something I said. I try to collab and reach out to new people. I send them DMs and they leave me on red. To me that just mean that you think that you better, so now it's whatever. Off with his head tripping, attitude flipping. Mental stay missing, go blank in a zone. Maybe can't see how hungry I am, cause I'm not showing how bad it I want. I don't think I see his team of me. Here's some things I must do on my own. I say help and they say hand down, so I change my posture to stand out. See ya, I came up from down below. I put gas in all my cones. I won't take a L no more. Keep it on. I know they won't. They say they do. I know they don't. It's just funny how they change up. Can't make this up. You still be sleeping. Not no more. Not no more. I came up from down below. I put gas in all my cones. I won't take a L.
Dope. Yeah. It gets a little too linear there for me. Like repeating the hook like that, like at 150. I don't know, man. Like that feels lazy to me. Like I feel like I want to hear something new. I think it's just usually because like when you're doing like a talk rap kind of hook on a trap beat, it always feels just kind of like, okay, now we cut and paste this. All right, now hear it again. I want to hear more melody, like, I don't know. I want something different. Like, hey, listen, like I'm not everybody listening to this type of shit, like I've mixed, just so you guys know, I've mixed and produced thousands of trap records, okay? I'm at the point where I'm very, very, very fucking familiar with what's hot, what's not hot, with trap, with R&B, all that. I know I'm like this little white boy with glasses, but I'm 38 years old. I grew up in the fucking golden era of hip-hop, boom bap, played on drum machines, MPCs, Akai samplers, SPL, everything. Like the SP1200, all that shit. So, everything from Dilla to, watching Dr. Dre and all that shit come out to, modern trap. like understanding DaBaby and Lil Baby and all these guys. Like, I understand this stuff very, very well. I mean, I could tell you what BPM this fucking trap beat is at, and I'm sure it's at like the 126 area, you know, like 123, 126, which is, you know, that's like Gunna, you know, and I understand this shit. So what I'm saying is, like, I'm going to tell you from the perspective of someone that's been in the studio with these fucking producers, like platinum selling producers that make this shit all day long. You know, I think that this hook is not it. Like, that's just my personal, like, if I heard this hook, like, up front, I'd be like, nah, bro, nah. Like, you can't do that, da ba da. Like, I think it needs more. It needs more swag. It needs something different. It needs a little switch up on the flow. Like, it's just way too on the beat, and it's just way too, like, I can't hear it repeated here. This kind of bugs me, you know? And, you know, like, hip-hop's hard, bro. Like, trap music right now, you got to innovate like crazy. You got to do some crazy shit. Like, yeah, it just, you can't do like the typical Gunna, you know, Future kind of hook anymore. It's like you really got to fucking go reach out into outer space and do some really dope shit that's like tastemaker on a new level kind of stuff. That being said, like, I like the verses. The verses are dope. I like that you're telling a story. I like that you're being modern with it, and you're talking about DMs, and you're talking about, you know, how people are fucking fronting and they're telling you don't got it, or they're leaving you, you know, unread, all that shit, and you switching up your approach and like the hustle and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. It's just like the hook for me. It's like not memorable. I have no idea like what the hook's about. So I think maybe it's a little wordy. But I'm going to get off that subject. I'm going to talk about the mix now. The mix, like, has that bottom, has that really fucking, like, you know, street bottom, like that south bottom, which is cool. But the vocals, like, the mix itself is, like, just not balanced. Like, it doesn't feel like a mix. It feels like things are detached. You know what I mean? I'll just play this real quick.
It's like I lose friends every week. That moves when I wake up. Road took.
You know, it's like, okay, your kick drum 808, you know, floppy 808, that's modern and all that cool stuff. But it's like so down here, and it's like away from everything else. And then the hi-hats are like on their own, and then the claps on its own. And then you got like the vocals that are kind of like away from everything else as well. Like, it doesn't feel like one cohesive mix master record. You know, like I can hear the different elements way too much, like detached from each other. So that kind of bugs me. And, you know, I think part of your voice is just like really sibilant, which is, that's, you know, that's part of the vibe. But that means you got to really pay attention to the microphone, the preamp, the EQs, the exciters you're using, the saturation. Anything you're doing there is just bringing that shit out more, right? Like, you know, I hear this like, oh, make it crispy, make it crispy. The reason that got so hot in trap music was people wanted this really, really loud sound with a big low end. And the only way they could figure out how to do it, because they weren't mixing engineers, they weren't mastering engineers, was they'd filter the fuck out of everything so that they could hit the limiter harder. Okay? So you have to understand, like, that idea is already passing. Like, that's already old. Like, that whole idea of like, make this really crispy vocal that's really filtered. That's not even like a cool thing anymore. Like, listen to the modern, like, listen to DaBaby records. They're the best engineered records out right now, as far as like where trap is right now. And he's got this thick, full, in-your-face fucking vocal. Everything's rounded out. It's smooth. It's nice and mid-range. Like, it's really, really nicely mixed. It's like a pop mix, you know what I mean? So I think I would reach more for that kind of vibe if I was doing this. So hopefully that's good feedback. If you hated it, then that's cool too, you know? Like, I got plenty of haters. It's all good. I don't mind them. All right, so let's move on. Appreciate you guys submitting. Of course, it's always hard to like put your music out there and just have people, you know, dissect it. But yeah, you guys show love as well. Like, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on the music too. All right, so let's get into my guy Piercy Blue. Switch V4 Master 2. I like the naming, bro. Got the Switch V4, the Master 2. Here we go. All right, it's Piercy Blue. Let's lock in. Sorry, I got like a bunch of windows open. It's driving me nuts.
Blue,
switching up. I don't got no time for love, I had enough. Shawty fucking up my mood, I give her up. These days a lot of motherfuckers out of touch. I know they mad at us. Yeah, she's been adding up. Money coming, I can't have enough. The money come but don't come fast enough. I know it's bad for me, but I don't care, I'm gon' sip a little more. If I ain't gon' drink it, what I buy the bottle for? Only letters that I get is W's, of course. I ain't keeping score. Switch. They can't see the boy behind the presidential tent. Every other night, hit my line. Shawty asking how I been. Been in my bag. Don't gotta ask, yeah. And she mad, yeah. Mixing up the rum and amaretto. Don't listen to your friends. If you want it, then let me know. Meeting me tonight can be coincidental. If you want it, then we gotta. Just tell your mans you got caught up. Baby, I'm only in your town for the weekend. I gotta leave and I'm beating around the leaves. No leaving without me. You can be my snake link when I'm around. I ain't need a main bitch to help me down. Yeah. Take a shot, she don't pay. She understand me. I been down to my place. Shawty getting handsy. I'm a dog, hit it raw. By that bitch a plan B. In and out, she gon' bounce. This ain't what I wanna do. Frontin' like I'm over you. You the one that's acting shady, yeah. It's just like you to blame me, yeah. How you about to blame me, yeah. I switched up cause you made me, yeah. I'm wearing scars that you gave me, yeah. That's why I switch. They can't see the boy behind the presidential tent. Every other night, hit my line. Shawty asking how I been.
Dope, dude. It's a vibe. It's for sure a vibe. Loving it, man. Really good work. Really good work. So this one, for me, like, I love, like, the atmosphere of it. Like, I love the vibe of it. But, like, what stands out the most to me about this one is the melodies. You know, like, you're doing some super dope melodies up front. And, I don't know, like, I have a couple thoughts, but I'm going to play this, like, melody right here because this is really dope.
Been in my bag. Don't gotta ask, yeah. And she mad, yeah.
That shit's so tight. Like, don't gotta hash it. I know she mad, yeah. Like, that shit's tight. I would bring that back, like, under other things. Like, I would use that as a counterpoint melody, like, under the switch, you know, maybe like for the hook, or maybe under the bridge, you know. Don't gotta hash it. Like, have an instrument play that, or something like, like that shit's tight as fuck. Like, it's an earworm. So I think, like, something that people don't think about when they think about hooks, like they think, oh yeah, the hook, right? Like, the hook is everything. That's the chorus. No, not necessarily. Like, anything and everything can be a hook. A guitar lick could be a hook in the verse. A ad-lib can be a hook. I mean, shit, look, Travis Scott did that, right? Like, straight up, like, that's a hook. That's something that's going to hook you in. It's something that's catchy. It's an earworm. It's something that gives you something you remember, right? That's what I think is a hook. A guitar lick, like, if you just repeat something and you put it into different instruments, you put it into vocal leads in the background, etc., it can be a hook. And you can put hooks throughout your song. So, like, where I'm feeling like this song kind of drops off a cliff is when you hit that bridge right here.
This ain't what I wanna do. Frontin' like, how you about to blame me, yeah. I switched up cause you made.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, like, da 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 da. Like, I want to hear more, like, hooks. I want to hear more earworms that are gonna, like, keep me engaged. And I find myself, like, wanting to hear that switched switch. Like, I like that a lot. I think you got to find a way to bring that out more. Okay, and then like my only other note is the mix itself. The kick drum's just like a little much, man. Like it's literally like clipping out, and it's just too much.
And she mad, yeah. Switched. The money come, but
You know, it's cool, like it works, but like you're eating up all of your headroom and shit. Like to get that record to be loud and competitive, like it's just gonna, the kick drum's gonna be the first thing that's gonna, like it's already clipping out. So just be careful with that. I mean, you could even just take it down a little bit or shape it a little bit differently so that it's not clipping out on the parts that it's clipping out with, which is just voltage stuff. It's like figuring out where the voltage is hitting too much. There you go. You got Hollywood Jackson. He's got guitars for you, bro. Song I said is way different genre. Yeah, well, you know, people got all sorts of genres on live song reviews. What do you want me to tell you? This isn't like a rap, like live song review. This isn't a rock live song review. Like, it's all good, bro. You're going to be just fine. Yeah, you push the kick really hard, bro. And I don't think that's a good look because it's too smooth. Like, it's a smooth track. When you push the kick really hard, it makes it sound amateur. It makes the mix sound amateur. Like, listen to like the biggest records in the world and find a record that's like vibey like that with a kick that's out front so much. And it's usually going to be like a Drake mixtape. You know, it's not a record. It's a mixtape from Drake. And he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's Drake. All right, let's move on here. Chuck Lideker, the Soundbox, End of Everything. Let's rock, baby. Oh, and then I'm gonna get to Richard. Actually, let's do Richard Roosevelt because I know you're part of the channel, bro. I don't want to skip you over. It's my guy. All right, let's go. Richard Roosevelt, Hypnosis. Yo, and if you guys are liking this shit and you're like getting something out of it, share it. Hit the like button. Give the thumbs up. Like, you know, show some love, you guys. That's all I ask. I'm not asking you guys to throw a bunch of money my way. I just want you guys to just share the channel, share the show, just, you know, show some love. All right? Spread the word. Here we go.
Hypnosis is usually induced by a procedure known as a hypnotic induction involving a series of preliminary instructions and suggestion. The use of hypnotism for therapeutic purposes is referred to as hypnotherapy.
What's my diagnosis? What's my prognosis? Is it psychosis? Keep my results under lock and key, but my life seem hopeless. You help me gain my focus. Now I'm under your hypnosis. But baby, please don't embarrass me. Please don't embarrass me. Please keep it fair with me. Please keep it square with me. If you do anything, please don't embarrass me. Please don't embarrass me. Please keep it fair with me. Please keep it square with me. If you do anything, please don't embarrass me. You got me acting out of character, questioning my character. Now I feel character turned into a character. Supposed to be my therapist, you did it for the cameras. How I'm out of line when you never set parameters. Can't handle this, no bandages for damages. My mind you just tampered with, my heart you just trampled it. So much I need ambulance, so stressed I need cannabis. Now I'm stuck here paying for this, been paying for this, been paying for this, been. I thought I'd get held down, I get jerked around, left and lost and found. Under hypnosis, please just let me out. What's my diagnosis? What's my prognosis? Is it psychosis? Keep my results under lock and key, but my life seem hopeless. You help me gain my focus. Now I'm under your hypnosis. But baby, please don't embarrass me.
Hypnosis.
Please don't embarrass me. Please keep it fair with me.
Hypnosis.
Okay, dope. I feel like you're still working on this one, Richard, which, you know, makes me feel like it's kind of in the demo phase a little bit. The one thing, like, right away that throws me off with this one, I'll be real with you, is the reverse clap, snare drum, whatever, is, like, not on time. you know? So that kind of frustrates me because it's like hanging back because it has like, it's like one of those claps or one of those samples that has like a clap, like a hum, you know, like it's like a delayed thing. And when you reverse it, it just doesn't sound in time. Like just pay attention to the beat and the rhythm and the pulse, and then pay attention to like where that reverse clap or snare is hitting.
Instructions and suggestion. The use of hypnotism for therapeutic purposes is referred to as hypnotherapy.
What's my diagnosis? What's my prognosis?
Like it's like pulling too much, you know what I'm saying? Like what I would do with that is I would take that reverse sample and I would just move it all over to the left, meaning like ahead a little bit more, just by a little bit, because it feels off beat. And it kind of makes everything else feel off beat. So if like your rhythm's not going to lock into that kind of like, you know, that like that groove, like a Jay Dilla would do, you know, where it actually like starts to make sense, then it just feels wonky. It feels like out of place. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I think like with the writing, it feels too like, you know, it feels too like formulaic. Like I can hear exactly where everything is, and like there's no like, here's this new texture, this new vocal. It's like the same vocal and the same effect on the vocal and the same style of vocal, but it's like moving from like verse to like pre-chorus to chorus to verse to, you know, and I'm just not like really sold on that yet. You know, with a song like this that's like so strange and like has these like sound effecty kind of things, and then it's got the vocal chop and stuff in it, you really got to do more sound design. Like you got to have like, you know, stuff come in and out, and you got to have things that are like very, very, you know, moments. Like here's the chorus has like these moments. It reminds me of like when Kanye did Black Skinhead, right? Like that track had like these moments, you know, and like things would drop out and stop and like reverse and screams and then like chants, and like it was like, whoa, this is a movie, right? It was like such, everything was so timed, and things would come in, come out, and you're like, whoa, this is so entertaining, it's engaging. I feel like this track, it has like that hypnosis, you're trying to be hypnotizing and stuff, but you still need to like, if you're going to go that route, like make things really hypnotizing. Like don't have the hi-hats like really in your face. Like make them more like dancing around your head and hypnotizing you, you know? Like go into the idea of the song, because I'm not in the song. I'm like standing on the outside, like looking at it going, okay, kind of get where you're going for, you know? So that's kind of those are my notes on this one. It's a hard one because it's very unique, but I think you got to go in and you got to peel back the layers, and you got to have the moments, and you got to do the effects, and like the vocals need to change and things need to come in and out. And, you know, if you're going to be hypnotizing, be more hypnotizing, right? It's kind of playing in that like lukewarm kind of middle area, which I don't know. It just feels weird to me. All right, let's move on. Let's go. Chuck Lideker. That's who I was going to do next. The Soundbox. Let me see. End of Everything.
I'm gonna buy space, take it off Elon Musk to get away from this place and get up out of this dump. I need to run away from what the world is putting me through. Even though it's the same, I'm sure it's personal to you. But then again, what can I really do or say or think or pray or be anymore without offending someone? I've been the victim before, I've been richer before. Everybody welcome, never mattered before. Sometimes you just gotta say what's on your mind, but be kind unless it's too much to ask. We got a long the past and we can't pretend that this is the end, cause it's not, just try to understand that. I'm at a loss for words, there's so much on my mind. And I'm digging deep to see if there's a way I can find a regeneration button so that I can rewind and remember how it was when everything was fine. Yeah, the demons in my head are taking over the place, and justifiably I feel like everything is a waste. It's so much easier to wallow and become a disgrace, because I'm missing on the life and goals and dreams that I chase. It's an everyday struggle when you're staying afloat, but it's the only way to make it when you're missing the boat. So don't choke, it's a masterpiece of mirrors and smoke. Okey-doke, take a dip and then I'll throw you a rope. It's a shame these are things I never thought I'd say, but it feels like it's becoming the American way. And like that was our actors in the devious play. Climbing walls were knocked down, they shouldn't even remain. Yeah.
Okay, it's a cool vibe, man. Like I'm feeling like I need to be way higher to be like listening to something like this. You know, it got like the talk box kind of vibe going. It's cool. It's got a vibe to it, and it's, you know, I don't know, like for me it's hard. Like when I hear like the rappity rap and hippity dip and the dippity skip, rip dippity sip, like I just kind of get turned off. I'm like, you know what I mean? And you guys, like, fuck you if you think I'm hating on the music, because it's part of art. You have to kind of like make fun of it, you know, like shit you don't like you got to be like, oh god, that's whack. It's okay. That's part of being in music. So if you can't handle that kind of criticism, like, you should not be in any sort of art, right? Like, people are gonna think your shit's whack, and people are gonna think your shit is super dope, you know, because it's super subjective, right? Now, merely from a market viability standpoint, I think that this could be a cool track, like a backing track, like on a YouTube channel, or, you know, some like weird animation that someone does like on TikTok, you know. But I would find it to be like something that would play on something that's kind of weird and funny and goofy. I want to take this song seriously. Like, I'd be like, yo, this has got to be on, like, this is like the soundtrack to something really goofy. You know what I mean? Or like some cats like floating around in space, like, you know, having a relationship, some weird shit like that. It's different, kind of, you know, it reminds me of a bunch of different stuff, but, yeah, I don't know if you can get away with the "it's the end of everything." You know, it's like maybe layer that up. Like, maybe that's just a layer of your chorus, and you should have like another vocal or other vocal stacks in there. And Timothy knows, man. Like, he's been in the industry. You know, you need thick skin in this business, 100%. Because if you think like me making fun of your chorus on YouTube is something, I'm sorry to say, like, you're never gonna get anywhere with your music. I've had people just tell me my shit was garbage, you know. I had people laugh me out of rooms. So it's just part of the game. But yeah, I'm just trying to, like, you know, trying to put this in. Yeah, dude, perfect. Mr. Doom, the producer, nailed it. And getting some 90s cake or butthole surfers, right? Coming down the mountain, she was born right around it, coming down the mountain. I don't mind to say sometimes the cities as we know. I can feel you on my skin and taste you on, you know, that shit. Like, that's what it reminds me of too. Cake, kinda. but it just got that rappity dappity hoop dippity skippity. Like I can't take that seriously, bro. For me, I'm just like, I don't know. All right, Jay Indica, let's go. Jay Indica on the track. All right, Jay. I don't usually do reviews on beats, to be honest. Not on the channel here. Like I do song reviews. So I'm gonna give you like a little feedback from what I just heard, but you know I don't usually review beats only, like instrumentals only. If I was reviewing instrumentals all day, like holy shit, you can spend hours and hours and hours reviewing people's beats. First thing I notice is like you just need more punch in the drums. You need more like that kick, like it needs to like it needs to hit. It needs to knock. The knock is not there, right? So mid-range, knock. I like the piano. The piano's really nice. I would say tuck it back a little bit. It's a little in your face. So yeah, just like beats, instrumentals, like I'm sorry guys, I don't review those on the channel. Don't take it personally or anything. Just the way it goes. Gotta hear so throw some vocals on that shit, man. What are you doing? All right, let's go. Kini Shao, I know he's part of the channel. He pays the $5 a month to get, 4 music reviews every single goddamn month. Y'all should like just get on that. Like pay $5, join the song reviews, get your shit reviewed every week. Come with new fresh shit every month, Like that's how you're gonna make it in this game. You guys gotta connect with people. That's how this works. The long gone are the days that you're going to go to a record label and blow up. Some of y'all think like you're going to put out an NFT and you're going to be famous. Like, bro, you still have to market yourself. You still have to have a demand. You still have to connect with people. So you guys have to really like get into the circles. You know what I mean? Like that's how it works. You guys spread each other's music. You guys show each other's music off. I show off your music on the YouTube channel. You go to another YouTuber. They show off your music. You have to get all these people talking about your music, adding it to their playlists and shit. That's 2022, you guys. Like, it doesn't matter how you sell your music if nobody wants to buy your music or nobody wants to listen to your music, right? Or nobody knows about your music. All right, I digress. I'm going to get into it. Kini Shao, still and again.
Gather round. seems. We're still in again, feel lonely. We're still in again, so lonely. We're still in again.
Okay, cool. I think it has good potential. It's it still feels like a demo to me, like pretty heavy demo. But the like that needs to change a little bit. Like maybe it filters out, maybe it, you know, becomes a little bit more like maybe it's a different instrument that you play that part in. But it just like going through the verses into the chorus, it just kind of feels like it makes the whole track go like this. We're not going anywhere. Where are we going? I don't know. Where are we going? You know, like, I don't know. We're just driving. Okay. All right. Where's the destination? What's the idea here? You know, that's kind of how I feel right away on that Kenny Shao. And, you know, for me, it's just like, just kind of gets boring, you know? I feel like the chorus needs to like open up, make something, you know, go somewhere. Like, I just want to hear shit like kind of change, like take us on a journey, take us on a ride. You know, maybe you have a pre-chorus where that thing drops out and like a guitar thing kind of comes in or swell or whatever. And then you go back into the chorus where you've added new instruments. Like, I think this really needs mainly arrangement work. And then I would go back on the vocals and the writing and all that. Yeah, but that's really like the key here is like making sure that this thing takes you on a journey instead of just feels like super linear. So I got time for a couple more here. I'm gonna do my guy Seed Squatch. There we go. All right, so I think I did I mix this one, Seed Squatch, Snake Water, or is this like a demo? Let me know. Here we go.
I know
Pretty heavy. That's some heavy shit from Seed Squatch. So I actually mixed that one a little while ago. I don't know why you uploaded the MP3, bro. Damn. It's hard for me to listen to an MP3. I'm like, damn, come on. That's my mix, bro. How dare you? All right. Let's get one more in here. Tim McGreary. Let's go. Last one of the night, my friends.
I found a way to keep my soul. You know all I saw was black. There's a power you find when you got nothing to lose. Seeing the light through the cracks. So I faced it straight on. I fought like hell. I was never going back. As everything fell around me, so many ways I could turn. I could light it up and leave it behind, or stay wounded and let me burn. It was time to stand and break the wall, shake the shackles from his hands. Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun. Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun. Just like the sun. Never knew the strength in me. Never thought what I could be. Never knew the strength in me. Who would ever believe? Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun. Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun. Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun. Never gonna lay down, never gonna stay down. We're gonna rise, just like the sun.
Very cool, man. I think it definitely lends itself to sync licensing, right? Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like it was actually written for, sync. I think the biggest thing for me that I'm noticing in this track that's just kind of throwing me off, and there's always that thing, that thing that just kind of throws you off. And Tim, I'm going to give you feedback as if you're going to pitch this to a publisher or a music supervisor, right? Someone in film, TV, whatever. The low end and like what's going on in the low end is really, really like cluttered and weird sounding. And I don't know if there's rubbing notes or if there's too many instruments playing down in that 100 to 500 area, and I'm talking hertz. But you got to look into that area and into the low end, because there's just a lot of like, jarble and just stuff going on in there that it's not making sense to me. It's feeling not right, which is taking away from the harmonic structure of the song and like what I think the intentions are musically. And I think that it's also taking away from the melodies. It's just getting cluttered. It's getting really weird down there. You definitely need a mix on this. Like, you need a big mix, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be happy to do a mix for you on it. I'm going to charge you, money to do that, but I think it'd be worth it if this is an asset that you want to go out and monetize and pitch, because it's good. It's a good song, and it has like that never gonna lay down, like that hopeful, power through kind of thing, which I think gets a lot of syncs. It gets a lot of syncs on TV shows, TV promos, film trailer kind of stuff, even like sports stuff, right? So something to think about. It's really the low and the low mids that are just like really cluttered and weird sounding to me. I can't put my finger on it without like opening the session and listening to what's sitting in the low end. Drums, tom hits, kick drum, bass guitar, bass pads or synths, anything that could be sitting in that area, guitars even that are down. A lot of people don't get it, but like when you start mixing guitars into like very heavy arrangements, I'll sweep out all the way up to 150, sometimes 300 hertz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get rid of all that shit. And then you can automate that back in when the guitars are more bare, playing with maybe just the drums or just the drums and bass. But you got to make sure that the bigger stack and the more instruments and stems you have, the less those instruments are taking up as far as frequency range. And using panning is one thing, for side to side and stuff, but you also need to think about, compression for bringing things forward if you need to. And if you're compressing everything, then everything's going to be brought forward, which turns into a big jumble. Reverbs, reverb tails, they all have EQ in them, right? You can be sweeping something out and then you can send to a reverb that is a plate. Plate reverbs are notorious for that low, just rumbly sound in the plate, which then clogs and congests your mix more again. So, we use a lot of tools to make sure that those reverbs are tamed. They're not just EQs, like it's 2022, guys. Like, if you think you got a lock on the mix game, you're just never going to fucking catch up. You're not going to catch up. I've been doing this for 26 years. Like, you think that like, oh man, I'm learning all this mix stuff. Like, bro, I'm on some other shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a different thing. Like, we treat everything. We treat like every single delay throw, every single reverb send. Like, they're treated differently for each instrument and for each phrase sometimes. So if you don't have the skills and the speed, the efficiencies down, the templates down, the things that you've been building on for 26 years, you're just never going to keep up. You're never going to catch up. You'll make good mixes and you'll get them by, and that's cool, but you're never going to make a mix that's going to be like, oh my God, that's world class. Like, world class mixes, there's teams of people working on these things. We've been doing this a long time. We got a lot of experience in years. So if you guys, I got maybe, another 3 minutes. If you guys want to hear something I'm working on, it's not completely finished. I got a lot of songs, but I'm willing to share something with you guys here. If you want to check it out, I'll play something for you. It's kind of in the demo phase, but I want to show you some of the new music I'm working on. I'll be probably dropping like, some singles pretty soon here. Got a lot of them. But let me know if you want to hear something. I'll play something for you. Yeah, let's go, Timothy. Hit me up, man. You know my email, right? Shoot me an email. Bradley@radium-media.com. Yeah, Indica wants it. Indica's like, yeah, let's go, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's my guy. All right. Yeah, I'll play something for you guys. I'm going to play you guys a little demo. It's pretty pop, so if you don't like pop music... No, I'm not going to give you any disclaimers. I don't give a shit. I like it. I'm going to play it for you guys.
takes some getting used to. And a late night without you by my side, I die. And by you, you're giving me all that I wanted. Now I'm being haunted, haunted by you. You're long gone by the morning. Now you got me haunted, haunted by you, by you. You're giving me all that I wanted. Now I'm feeling haunted, haunted by you. You're giving me all that I wanted. Now I'm being haunted, haunted by you. You're long gone by the morning. Now you got me haunted, haunted by you, haunted by you, haunted by you.
So that's it, guys. That's like a little demo. You know, I would review it, but it's totally in demo phase. Like, I still have tons of stuff to do on it. And actually, it's really funny because that track, what I just played you, is actually an older version of what I have. But I didn't want to stop it and be like, oh, hold on, this isn't the updated one. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of times when you're making songs, you really got to think the song first. You know, you got to serve the song first. And then you go into all the production stuff, make the chorus bigger, get the vocal performances down. Like, this is straight up demo, like me singing into the microphone, right here while I'm writing. So, yeah. If you want to walk us through the vocal chain, dude, you know what? That actually would be, that'd be pretty cool. I can't do that tonight just because I'm like already over time. I got actual other stuff to do. But I would love to do that, Kevin. I'll do that on the next song review. Just remind me and make sure you show up, motherfucker. If you show up, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And you remind me, I'll go through some vocal chains. I've been writing a bunch of stuff, you guys. I have like a bunch of stuff I'll be putting out hopefully this year. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff I think is kind of catchy and, anyway. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll definitely look out for you guys making some posts. If you post this on Instagram stories, anything like that, I'll always repost and I'll tag you and all that good stuff. So, really there's like nothing for you guys to lose. You just gain everything, right? So anyway, appreciate it. Go have a good Saturday night and have a drink for me, smoke a joint for me or something. All right. Peace, guys.